Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Toys. We got a funky little thing behind us that we're talking about for today. This is the transparent marble run from Quercetti. This is actually still available in stores nowadays. Not as neon colored as this one in particular, but it's still something you can pick up and you get in multiple different ways. This is ages 4 to 8. My particular copy of this has 43 pieces. Around this time there used to also be a 100-piece one, and I know nowadays there might be difference of pieces or the style of pieces, like the number of them, and they usually do include marbles with these. I don't know the year that this one in particular came out. I looked all over the box. I couldn't find anything on there, but it must have been at least in the 90s, so because they had the website. But one thing I did find interesting while looking over the box was this label on the bottom, which I never paid attention to before, but this is hilarious. Child labor has not been employed to manufacture this toy. And that's even what the symbol on the side of it means. Quality toys made in Italy. That's just hilarious to me. I did not expect that when looking over the box to try to find the year for this. But, I don't know. It could sound cool that it's made by kids for kids, but when you put child labor, I don't know. It's a weird thing. I don't exactly remember where I picked this up, but if you want to get a copy like this nowadays, you can find it at places like Target and Walmart between $20 and $30 depending on the number of pieces. So, to give you a look at this thing, I have a couple of pieces extra from what I've built to save a bit of time, and to give you an idea of what you could use to customize this however you want to. It's basically a large marble maze. You can make it in all different combinations, depending on the pieces you have. Kind of like Lego, you know, the more you have, the better. So, you have the slides, which are, you know, from one end to the other. You can see one has a hole through it, one does not. And this particular side is the one you'd want the ball to drop down to. It'll slide through there. You can actually see, if I lay the piece out, it has a bit of an incline there, so it will always find a way to go down. It won't get stuck in the middle. Occasionally, it gets stuck in the middle, I should say. There's also versions of that in trans yellow here. Then we have just a regular, you know, dropping kind of pipe sort of thing here, which is good to connect in between pieces, as you can see all throughout the model. Then we have this purple piece. I like to call it the pinwheel, but basically this sits on top of a slide piece, or in between stuff, so that when a ball falls through, it'll catch into here and it could rotate this. And, you know, I think it's usually rotating it to spin this way, to go through there and make it more unique. And as far as I know, that's only just purple and green for that one. There's also another piece or two that you can see along the bottom. We have this red piece that looks like a roll of Scotch tape. But this basically could be put on the top or on the bottom or anywhere in between. This is something you would use to hold your marbles. So if it's put at the bottom with this blue ring down here, then you would have that as the, you know, the end of the maze, the goal, you know, so they would slide in there and just get, you know, just stay put. But if you put it on the top of it, then you could press the yellow button back and forth and it could, you know, slide down one marble at a time. So for my setup, it took me about 5 minutes or so to put this thing together. But I know I didn't use all the parts or anything, but it's still something to work with. And, you know, I've built it many different ways and many different times. I've played things like this probably around like 5th grade or so. I remember playing with this because in 5th grade we had a science fair project where we tried to make marble mazes, and for my group we thought it would be cool to use something like this style instead of just being a board that you know, stick a whole bunch of stuff on. We made it more of a 3D model. So here is a look at what I've put together from, you know, a handful of minutes. And I have a couple of marbles up here, not the ones that are included with this set, but they work just fine. So, we'll get them going. This is the kind of thing that makes me want to make a great ball contraption. One of those module things that you can see with, you know, Lego displays, and has a whole bunch of balls that go around in different combinations and different mechanisms. I know that nowadays when they have marble run sets like this, which is still by the same company, surprisingly, when they have more modern versions of this, they'll have a lot more pieces to them. So if you would like to see that on video here, I will be happy to pick that up. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see those, because I know some of them, they'll have like different types of slides to them. They have different colors to them. A little more basic than colors, not as transparent and like so 90s like with this one, but still it gets it going. I remember looking through it, and I think one or two of them might have like a curved piece, so it'll like swing around instead of it just being like straight dropping down. But yeah, it could be pretty interesting to check out more of these. I can't tell you how much fun I have with marble mazes. You know, seeing them from other people, or like I said, the Great Ball Contraption is probably the closest equivalent to what I see nowadays. But it's still something that I've really enjoyed over time. And something like this, you could build it over and over again, even with the pieces that are here, and make something new almost every time. You could probably even make some where you have, things branch off from each other, but I'm sure that would take some other pieces here and there that I don't have available. But thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments down below if you're interested in marble mazes or have something like this in your own collection. If you have made a Great Ball Contraption module for, Lego displays and whatnot, let me know as well, because I'm always intrigued to see those. I know there's some people that do those like almost regularly, and they are incredible. But thank you for watching for this video, and we'll see you next time with more Maniac4Toys.